My friends, the following contest is the final of Super Strong Style 16 2016. Introducing the two competitors, first of all, in the corner to my right, weighing in at 210 pounds, hailing from the Lodge in Amsterdam. This is the anti-hero, Tommy! Opponent in the corner to my left, hailing from Cardiff in South Wales, weighing in at 156 pounds. This is the white lightning, Mark
Andrews! Ladies and gentlemen, 2 days and we have arrived here with Mark Andrews with a flurry of offense against Tommy End, and gets caught with a kick and then an enziguri of his own. It is the final of the Super Strong Style 16 2016, and Mark Andrews is flying already!
Glenn, what a weekend of wrestling it has been, and what a journey these two men have been on. We've had 10 matches on this show, and between them, these two men have been in 6 of them.
Mark Andrews is wrestling for the 4th time today.
Well, when Mark Andrews turned up at the building today, he wasn't even in this tournament.
Oh! A knee strike to the back of the neck there by Tommy End on White Lightning Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews eliminated from the tournament yesterday by Chris Hero.
In a match of the year candidate.
Absolutely. Tommy End eliminating Chris Hero in the semi-finals of this tournament. Mark Andrews getting his way back in via the Redemption Scramble, which ended up, well, it was originally meant to be the 8 men who were eliminated, ended up being the 10 men, including the Origin, who
lost on day 1.
Match. Indeed. So now we've got a situation where a gentleman who lost in the first day is in the final of day 2.
Absolutely. This is something which has precedent. If you look back at the early UFC tournaments, guys like Steve Jenham, for example, who was a replacement who won the UFC 3 tournament coming in as an alternate. This is the sort of thing that can happen in these tournaments. People get injured. We talked about it on day 1.
Oh, Tommy End just unceremoniously dumping Mark Andrews into the turnbuckles there, and he lands on that shoulder. Of course, that shoulder that Zach Gibson targeted in the semi-final match there.
Yeah, let's talk about the journeys these two have had today. Mark Andrews, of course, had that 10-man scramble, which was frantic. Took a lot going on in that match, and then Mikey Whiplash attacking him on the stage, taking him down, beating him up in the ring, and then beating him up after losing the match. Took a huge amount of punishment. And then, of course, Mark Andrews went on to stop Zach Gibson, which no one had been able to do this weekend. An incredible match. And Tommy End, of course, coming through the quarterfinals. And that semi-final, of course, with Chris Hero, his tag team partner, which he took a huge amount of punishment in that semi-final.
Tommy End going for the cover.
That semi-final was not that long ago, and he's not had that much time to recover.
We obviously had the hilarious Wasteman challenge between.
Now for something completely different, I think.
Roy Bodyguard Johnson and Eddie Dennis. But things have taken a very, very serious turn, because the consequences not just of becoming a contender to the Progress Wrestling title held by the gentleman who I subjected to commentary with earlier on in the villain Marty's Girl, but also the Super Strong Style 16 has been so impressive this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be, you look at the likes of that we as wrestling fans, myself, John and Jim, as promoters of this company, that we looked at, like Bowler, like the 16 Carat, those kind of tournaments that now the Super Strong Style 16 feels like it wouldn't be.
It doesn't look out of place.
With those companies, that the talent and the matches that we've seen as Mark Andrews fires a forearm into the jaw of Tommy End.
This is such an interesting final here, Glenn. The journeys of these two men, the stories of these two men. I've been talking to Mark a lot backstage over the weekend, over today, and he was saying to me, obviously, you know...
Oh, front face lock! Into the vertical suplex! 1, 2! Mark Andrews again manages to counter it into that stunner. Oh, Rana! Right on his head! 2! Ultimate elbow kick! That's it! 1, 2! And Mark Andrews kicking out that knockout kick.
That's the first person to kick out of that.
No, Chris Hero kicked out in the semi-finals.
Of course. Oh.
The lights have gone off here. And there's somebody in the... Oh! God!
Mikey Whiplash thought he had Tommy End prone.
Schoolboy, 1, 2! Mikey Whiplash thought he had a... Reverse Hurricane Rana! Oh my God, he spiked him right on his head! Mark Andrews going to the top. We know the story between Mikey Whiplash already trying to interject himself in the match. Shooting star press! 1, 2!
Oh my God. How did Tommy End kick out of that?
We know the story between Mikey Whiplash. He was eliminated by Mark Andrews earlier, but the issue that he has is with Tommy End.
And Tommy End wanted into this tournament to get his hands on Mikey Whiplash, didn't get to do so. Mikey Whiplash trying to interject himself again, as he did at Chapter 29 in the main event, winning that title match.
Mikey Whiplash, by the way, is out on the outside. Tommy End is shooting star again by Mark Andrews, but he misses. Waist lock. Going for deadlift German. Mark Andrews rolls through. He's got the legs. 2. Tommy End manages to push him off. Oh, he's going for a wheelbarrow. Oh! Deadlift German. 2. And Mark Andrews kicks out again.
And Tommy End looks like he's going for that double stomp now.
And it's a double stomp. Oh my God! Straight into the ribs of Mark Andrews. 1, 2. That's got to be it.
What will it take? I mean, this is only the early goings of this match, Glenn.
The resilience of
both
Mark
men.
Andrews. I mean, we've got to look at the resilience of both men in terms of the tournament. Mark Andrews proving again.
Yeah, I was going to talk about Mark Andrews earlier on before Mikey Whiplash interjected himself. So, Mark Andrews, I mean, talking to him this today, and he was saying, you know, obviously he won the title at Chapter 10. It was one of the greatest moments in Progress history, one of the greatest fan reactions. Obviously, he then had that sabbatical when he was away from Progress, and he feels like he hasn't necessarily ever managed to get back to that point he was at around the time of Chapter 10, but now it feels like he might be getting back to that pinnacle, and this is his chance to win another title match.
Oh, but another knockout kick. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Super Strong Style 16 Tournament 2016, the anti-hero, Tommy End.
Super Strong Style 16 2016, the anti-hero, Tommy End.
After 2 grueling days, 4 matches today for Mark Andrews, 3 for Tommy End, but let's not take anything away. They have wrestled some of the best talent in the world. They between them have defeated them all, but the man standing in the ring now with his hand raised is the anti-hero, the winner of the Super Strong Style 16 2016, Tommy End.